Hey, welcome to this video. Today we're going to talk about BSR. BSR is the best sellers rank on Amazon, and basically one of the most useful pieces of data that Amazon allows the consumer to see on the page. So if you click into a listing very briefly and you scroll down right here to the product description, it'll tell you the best sellers rank in a number in that category. So in clothing, shoes, and jewelry, currently, and this number updates every hour, this has a sales rank of roughly 600,000. And so what does that mean? So it means relative to the other shirts, or let's just say the other items, because there's shoes and jewelry, in this category, this is the number that Amazon is giving it. And now there's a tool that you can use to get a sense of a BSR, which is called Jungle Scout Estimator. So you can see junglescout.com/estimator, and you click the category clothing, shoes, and jewels, and let's say you put in the sales rank 5,000. Okay, this is a very high sales rank. So roughly, you're selling, let's say, 40 shirts a day, enough to just basically give you financial freedom. If you're pricing your shirts at $5 and you're making a $6,000 a month, incredible stuff. This is in the 600,000. I think it's too high for Jungle Scout, so it's telling you less than 5. Roughly what we've seen. And you start to get the feel of this. Roughly 100,000 BSR is selling on a broad general sense 1 to 2 units a day. This changes relative to the season. During peak trending seasonality, a lot of the BSRs look different because all of a sudden all the items in that category are selling, like during Christmas, things like that. And so if you go up to, let's say, 400,000 BSR, that'll be roughly maybe once every 4 days. And let's say 700,000 is once a week, to keep it simple. Why is this metric useful? Because bottom line, it is basically telling you where the consumer spending money. Again, our strategy is not to create demand. That happens once you're already at scale. In the beginning, you're just trying to meet existing proven demand, and the way to verify that is with this awesome metric, BSR. And now there's a couple strategies you can go after. Let's say you want to go after this shirt that has a 5,000 BSR, and it's selling 40 units a day. What does that tell us about that shirt? It's telling us that probably that shirt has a lot of competition because a lot of people want to get that market share. It's also telling us that it's a high risk area to be in because a lot of eyeballs are seeing your shirt, which means that you're at risk, you're at a higher risk for people filing trademark or copyright or copycat, both of those issues to you. At the same time, you're also going to get a lot of copycats on your shirt. There's a lot of heat that comes with a hot shirt. Let's say, for example, you go higher and you're looking at markets or shirts which are more in the 100,000 range and above. These are the less competitive range. There are less people seeing your shirts, which means there will be less competition. The market is spending less money in these higher levels, which means that you're going to get fewer sales per month. But at scale, this really works out in your favor, and this is why. Let's say, for example, you focus on markets and shirts that are in the 400,000 to 700,000 BSR. If you already know BSR, this is great. If you don't worry. You'll learn more about this as we go, and it's very simple to understand. It might be slightly confusing in the beginning. Don't worry about it. It's quite straightforward in the long run. So let's say you're focusing on shirts and designs and niches in this BSR range. Okay, so you're aiming to sell, let's say on the low end, 1 unit per week, which is still pretty good if you're thinking about it. So let's say on average, one design will sell you 4 shirts per month. So 1 time per week, 4 weeks in a month. Now let's say you put 1,000 designs up that fit this criteria and end up selling once a week. So total in the month, you're going to get 4,000 sales, right? Because you have 1,000 designs selling 4 times. Now, let's say on average, you're pricing it at $16.99 or $17.99. So you're going to get $3 to $4 in profit. And so all of a sudden, you're at a 5-figure income and you're making more money than most people. And you're not dealing with shipping and handling and customer service. It's an incredible opportunity. So this is the strategy that I go for. I go for evergreen, which means the shirts that are more in the higher BSR ranges rather than trending, hot, competitive shirts, even though I did have that last year, and I had a shirt last year that was selling at, I think at its peak, it sold 120 units in 1 day. And then throughout the Christmas season, because this was a Christmas shirt, it was selling 50 plus units a day. And I experienced the rush of a trending shirt. And last year we had a big trend, which was the solar eclipse, and we had a woman in the group who was absolutely killing it, making $40,000 a week, if not more. That's the potential of hot trends But in terms of a more sustainable cash flow business, a business that you can eventually sell, in my approach and in my opinion, it's wiser to go for something more in this range. But of course, that balance is up to you. So hopefully you now understand why BSR is such an important metric, is so useful in determining what research you do and what research strategy you're going to engage in. Okay, so that's a lot of information. Hopefully you can rewatch the video, absorb it. Thank you very much for watching. Talk soon.